Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got the finals of the Pro League, the MRC Team Oliver Racing Gr3 Championship. It's been a good season. We've had some issues tonight. There's been a new update and PlayStation has screwed a lot of people. Some people not been able to get in, some people struggling to get in. Not sure how the other lobby's doing. We've got Pro Am running tonight. We've got the Pro Ams running with Ghost Realm Gaming on his channel as well. So, final round tonight, round 10, live from Lago Maggiore. 2 races for you guys tonight, so we've got qualifying going to start any second. Not sure if we just, Pav's left the room, not sure whether he's gone to change car or just been kicked out. Like I say, there's been lobby issues tonight. I'll just get booted for a second, I wasn't looking at the screen. Yep, 2 races for you lot tonight. A short first race of 10 laps and then a second longer race of 16 laps. Slightly different setup for each. Let's just run through. Okay, that's not for our league, that's alright. So tonight's race, yes, qualifying starts at 8:30. Don't be late. Make sure your car settings are correct, thank you very much. Go. Right, okay, so we're into qualifying. Let me just finish reading this off. So yes, race 1, 10 laps. They start with 100% fuel and they can use any tyres for the race. No pit stop window or anything like that. You can just go all out on whatever tyres you want. And then there's a little bit of a break, but then the top 3 from race 1 carry over a little bit of extra weight into race 2. And they start from the back of the pack, so it does make it a little bit more challenging. So race 2 starts 16 lap race, reverse grid, 70% of fuel. Pit stop window is in effect for this one, so they're not allowed to pit before the end of lap 4. Well, they can, but not for tyres. They can come in if they pick up damage or fuel or whatever they want, but they can't come in to get tyres. That's part of it. They're only allowed to use 2 compounds as well, so that's the different setups between the race, between race 1 and race 2. As I say, they have already started qualifying, so let's get ourselves on track. Pot down in 8th now, minutes. Stick the usual stuff on. It's an out lap, 2 minutes. Oh, we're here with him. Let's go for an onboard lap. Let's go for the next driver behind. Who's that? MRC Bobby. So down the start and finish straight, hard on the brakes into turn 1. Into that 90-degree left, into the right-hand hairpin. You'll see a few nudgy overtakes through there, no doubt. Hopefully turn 1 is not chaos. Through the left-hander, just a little lift through there, down to this almost, feels like a hairpin this one, but it's not. It's a great big elbow down the hill then, to this odd corner. It's a double apex, you have to hold it all the way to the outside. It doesn't feel natural at all. Maybe slung it in there, caught the apex, but lost a lot of time with that slide. Back up the hill through the little right-hander and into the chicanes. Again, you may see 1 or 2 people try and go for a little bit of a move through here. Brave if you do it. Run out wide to the right, catch that curb. Can't go across that curb on the left, you've got to be careful of that great big sausage in the middle of it though. So, over the top of the hill, he's got someone in tow. Who's he got? Surf Ev hanging onto his rear end, popping the Audi. Great corner that, taking a lot of that apex did MRC Bob. So into the final section of this circuit, through the left, into the right, keeping the power on. Change that, keep that up for you. Down the hill, move that down into 4th, maybe 3rd for this. Drops into 3rd, just catches the apex, sliding the Audi out to the outside. Catches the 2nd apex on the way through. It's a little bit wide, not too bad. Slides out to the right now, catches the curb just before swinging into the left. Across the curb, comes it out wide. Gotta be careful, you may see one or two drivers get that corner a little bit wrong as well. So all the time down this start-finish straight. So that's a lap of Lago Maggiore GP. Let's go and have a look at some times then. Oh, Bob, he's done it again, look. He's a boy, isn't he? Hey. Right. Let's go and have a flick through then. So, TNR Philo, 1:52.9. 1.1 seconds quicker than closest rival Potter McPott. They've had a good old battle all season. Both driving the same car, different setups though. It is tuning on. Potter McPott still repping the Stuey Mac livery. Good lad. Dangly balls into the third then. Did I read out Potter's time? 1:54.0 at the minute. Got his thrash on. Ball third in the Renault, 1:54.3. Dangly Ball's had a mixed season. He does pretty good in qualifying. That Renault, a bit of a dark horse, really. Not sure if anyone else in the Pro-Am was running it, but Dangly Ball, the only man, decided to run it in this one. It's not doing too bad. Does seem to get caught up in one or two incidents during the race, unfortunately, so it does quite well in qualifying, as you can see, third at the minute. Yeah, just has unfortunate incidents during the races for Dangly Ball. He's sitting in third at the minute with a 1:54.3. Diablo, he's managed to set his alarm. The Australian, 1:54.4. He's got up and had his coffee as well, by the look of it. Sitting in fourth at the minute. Let's see what he's got. A little bit quicker. Close the gap on Dangly Ball for that position. Purcell fifth, 1:54.6 for Purcell in the Audi. Looks like he's coming in, picked up damage. So damage on heavy in this league. You pick up damage, it does mean a trip to the pits to get it repaired, or you can try and drive it out if you want. But it'll cost you time on the long straights and things like that, depending where your damage is. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at Surfer Ev's time, 1:54.7. 6th place for Surfer. Also mixed season. MRC bobbing on quite well. 1:55.163. Himself into 7th on an outlap at the minute, just having a little bit of a ghost. Saving his tyres. Jambu, father and son team with Purcell. 1:55, 4th. Jambu sitting in 8th, also driving the Audi, popular car this season. Not so much last. G margin 9th in the Mercedes AMG. Do like that car. 1:55.5 for G Marge. Also on an outlap. Just catch up with Philo as he comes around the final turn. Let's see what he's got. 50 on the clock now. A little bit off that time. 55.3. He's on a reasonably worn set of softs. Potter following him through. He's got the gap down to half a second, Potter. He's taken half a second out of his own time. Chucks himself in the pits for that one though. Dangly Ball's also on an outlap. Diablo coming in. Purcell on an outlap. Surfer on an outlap. Bobby on an outlap. With a great livery. Did this last season as well. On a hot lap, fresh set of racing softs. So we just started that one though. See if he can better his time. What time have we got on the clock? 8 minutes, 9 minutes pretty much. 6 minutes left to try and better those times then. See if anyone can dethrone TNR Philo from that pole position. Pull up the scores. No, I don't want videos. Why would I want videos? Right, so leading the way and running away with it is this man here, Potter McPot. He's on 332 points. TNR Philo, closest rival, is on 264 points, so a great big gap between the two. Nothing Philo can do, Potter's pretty much won it. MRC Bobby is in third with 242 points. Burnt Fry, you're not in the room tonight, Burnt Fry, why aren't you in the room tonight? He's on 183 points, right behind him is PAF 46, 180 points. Again, only 2 points back from him is Jambu. Jambu in 6th, 178. Dangly Ball 7th, he's on 162 points. Surf Ev 8th, he's on 135 points. Barge, sorry, in 9th on 132 points. Nicolaides 10th, 128 points. And then we've got Purcell in 11th on 104 points. Diablo, he's missed a few rounds, so was Diablo in 12th, he's on 98 points. BQS Dawson, so I don't think he's only turned up for a couple of rounds as a bit of a filler. Got himself 51 points on the board though. Chrome Dix in 14th, again not driving anymore, 49 points. MRC Buddy in 15th with 47 points. GT Martin Riley 16th with 21 points. Yes, Potter McPot's pretty much got this one in the bag. I think he's already actually got it. I don't think it's double points. It's double points for the Enduros, for sure. CJ, how you doing, brother? Still hanging on to that third place. That Renault is, like I say, a bit of a dark horse in this one. Does quite well in quali, does Dangly. 53.7 he's got now, so he's closed the gap on Potter as well. Chopping all that corner off, good lad. But Australian has gone quicker. 53.675 pushes Dangly down to 4th then. So a quarter of a second back from that second position. With Potter McPotts, he's still a half a second gap between himself and TNR Philo though. They all do quite well on their early laps. But you may well see TNR Philo do his usual sneaky thing and wait right till the end of qualifying and stick in an absolute blinder with no fuel and that sort of stuff. Surfer Ev's got himself up to 5th as well, 154.5, it's a good lap from Surfer. Purcell 6th, 154.6. Jambu 7th, 155.0. Bobby 7th, 155.1 for Bob. Was ghosting out for an awful lot. Well, we'll see. Potter McPot and TNR Philo are doing well with it. Surfer Ev alright as well. Okay, I was just about to say we were a driver missing, but Diablo's turned back on. He needs to get himself back out on track and through the first time in line, or he loses his third. Don't do that. tail happy. There we go, purple sectors. So 14 minutes into quali. Thought this will be final lap. One or two might get across the line to start another lap. What was that time when I was drinking coffee? I wasn't even watching. Was it purple? I wasn't watching. God damn it, the suspense is killing me now. No, not anymore. 0.7077 down. Can he make that up in his final couple of turns? Down. He's only just down. A little fuel on board. Get that 150. No, it is a 152, but it's a 152.9. 52.1 on his pit lap. That's what the pot looks like. Already done. So not full speed for Potter. Diablo parked up. Daniel Ball still giving it a thrash. It's that third position on the grid back off of Diablo. He's got time to do it. Surfer, evening. How you doing, mate? He's over in 5th. Good lad. Rocking the Stewie McCombie sticker thing. Dangling Ball's 0.2 down. A few drivers going. Now Bobby actually going quicker. Oh, pushes Ebb down a spot. Bobby getting himself into 5th in the Audi. Turn, kicking the dust. So not going to go 153.8 then. So he's gone for another one. Again, it's a quick lap. Just before the line, he's going to take pole. Ultimate Pot 2nd, then Diablo 3rd, Dangling Ball in 4th, Bobby at the end of qualifying there, just sticking himself in 5th, Surf Ev into 6th, Purcell 7th, Jambu 8th, G Marge in 9th. So, first of the finals tonight. Go. Right, 10 laps, 9 drivers. Hopefully a stable lobby. It's looked pretty strong so far. No problem, CJ. Cheers for stopping in, brother. Philo then leaders. Wade, give me a good shot of the lights. Bobby getting an awesome start. The Audi's really good off the line. But TNR Philo having to go defensive. Bobby trying to slot it on the inside of 1st and 2nd. Oh, Diablo's got it a bit wrong into turn 1. Not sure if there was contact there. So Philo holds out. Bobby's got the inside line into turn 2. He's going to take that position. Ultimate Pot slots into 3rd though. 10 laps, he chucks himself back down the inside of the almost hairpin. Dangling Ball's bolted onto the back end of that fight as well, so holding on to that 4th, Jambu 5th, Diablo 6th. Looks like G-Marge has been caught up with something. Surfer Ev in 7th, G-Marge 8th. Has he got damage? Oh, all sorts of damage. Oh, G-Marge early on in race 1 as well. Purcell looks like he's been clattered and all. So yeah, both drivers picking up all sorts of damage. Lap 1, that first turn is really awkward. Looks like Purcell taking the blame for that one, and he's damaged his own race as well. So up front, Philo still leading through the hairpin. He's got a great big lead over MRC Bobby, 2.2 seconds already. CJ was right, the BMWs are working well here. Potter and Potts using that BMW to its best effect. Getting himself back past MRC Bobby, that's a good move by Potter and Pot. Awkward couple of corners to try and make that work, and he's got it done. Bobby has to settle for 3rd at the minute. Jambu's got himself past Dangly Ball as well, so up into 4th for Jambu, Dangly Ball 5th. Surfer Ev picking up a penalty, half a second off track for a little bit there then. Diablo bolted onto the back end in 7th. Is he going to be able to make a move down the start-finish straight? A little bit too far back. Drifts it into the first turn. A little bit of rear end damage as Diablo. That won't cost him too much time. Might settle him on the long straight. So G-Marge into the pits to get that damage repaired. Purcell still coming around that final turn into the pits for himself. So Philo, what? 3.94 second lead. MRC Bobby and Potter Pot having a good old duel then. Bobby getting himself back past. Pot looking to chuck himself down the inside into the chicane. Again, side by side through those awkward turns. Good driving by the pair of them. So on board with MRC Bobby as he hunts down Potter McPot again. Then goes for a lunge back down the inside, running up through this. This is where he made the move last time, through this left-right combo. He's still got the inside line through there. Can he hold the speed? No, Bob just carries it through. Jambu as well tries to slot himself past into 3rd. Potter Pot then gets pushed down to 4th. Some tight racing already. Surfer Ev still bolted onto the back of this pack as well, while TNR Philo just makes a run down the road. 6.4 second lead from this pack. Yeah, the Audis are quick as well. Closing in. Jambu using the toe. Oh, wrong side. Tries to go down the inside. Bob holds his line. Let's come out of this camera. It's making me a bit queasy getting it wrong. Bobby holds 2nd. Jambu just runs it a little bit wide to hold on to 3rd, which he does do. Potter McPot still 4th. Let's go for a bit of a move back down the inside of Jambu there to regain 3rd position. Can he hold the speed down the hill? Jambu might get him. Dangly Ball bolted onto the back end. He does. Jambu slots down. Dangly Ball goes down the inside of Potter McPot at the same time. He follows Jambu through. Potter McPot carries the speed though. Is he going to be able to keep that position? He's side by side with Dangly through the chicane. Keeps his 4th at the minute. Dangly Ball 5th. Surfer Ev 6th. Really tight between these 5. Diablo 7 been dropped from that pack a little bit. 2.2 seconds back. 2.3 now. Can he close the gap back up? Short race, we're already lap 3. G-Marge 9th. Nearly 30 seconds back after that damage. But, picking it up in turn 1. It's a long way back to the pits, which has cost him all the time. Purcell as well. He's another 6 seconds down from G-Marge. So unfortunate race 1 for those two. TNR Philo 8 seconds. It's disgusting. 53.0 as well. He's got his bionicness turned on him. Round 1 as TNR Philo. Race 1, sorry. Extends more, 8.7 seconds. Still pretty tight here between these 5 by the looks of it. I don't think Bobby, a little bit of gap between Jambu and Bob now. 2.3 seconds. Pot. Unfortunately, stuck behind Jambu, wants to get through. So he goes for a move back down the inside of Jambu down the hill. Is he going to go for the outbreaking down the inside? Can Jambu carry the speed through? He will do. Jambu's going to have the inside line into the chicane. He's already well in front of Potter and Pot. The ball's still there. Surfer Ev lost a tiny bit of time, now almost a second back, just gaining a bit through the chicane. Diablo now 3 seconds back, 3.2 seconds. A lot of wear on those softs as well for Diablo. G-Marge, close it up. Got that down to 27 seconds, 26. Perzel also closing that gap up, taking another second himself out of G-Marge. 10.3 seconds for TNR Philo. How does he do it? MRC Bobby, 3 seconds over Jambu. Jambu, Potter and Dangly Ball. A real good punch up. And Surfer Ev still in this fight for that 3rd position. Potter Pot going for a move down the inside. Has to back out of that one, but Dangly Ball's going to have a run on him now. He's carried the speed through. He might be able to get the inside line into the first turn. Potter Pot's BMW just edging out front in power down that long straight. Holds on to that 4th position for Potter. Ball comes back at him into turn 2 though. 3 of those cars behind got a little bit twitchy on the exit. Darren, evening mate, how you doing? Yeah, I'm okay, cheers. Potter McPot though, he goes for his move back down the inside. The Audi though, just able to just keep that speed up. This is where we saw Potter go for his move before. Jambu just able to keep the speed down on that Audi. Keeping himself in front of Potter McPot. Ball Surfer Ev still right there with him. So on straight, Potter McPot carrying great speed through there. Can he get down the inside? And again, the Audi just pulls ahead. Potter slings it down the inside of the hairpin, gets himself in front. Jambu thought he was maybe closer than he was. So he slots himself back into 4th. He's still got Dangly Ball hunting for that position as well. Surfer Ev's still there. Potts side by side with Jambu. Still winning out at the minute. Potter McPot has got a fight on his hands. 3.5 seconds to try and close up on MRC Bobby. 5 laps to do it. So Jambu in the pits, Dangly in the pits, Surfer Ev, Bob's in the pits. Potter McPot stays out, TNR Philo stays out. Plenty of fuel on board. Are they going to try and run the full race on these tyres? We'll see. So yeah, Potter McPot stops out, they can't. Bobby back out of the pits with fresh boots right on Potter's tail. So Eva's stopped out as well. Jambu has been in for a set of boots. Dangly Ball also in for a set of boots. Filo's been in as well. Fresh set of moves. G-Marge, a little bit of wear on those softs, but he came in lap 1. Kevin Purcell's just been in. Fresh set of boots for him as well. So, is TNR Filo even going to think about pitting? I mean, just look at the lead. He's got 15.3 seconds. Flicks through past Potter. So he's holding on to that second position at the minute, but for how long? MRC Bobby on the fresh tyres behind him. We know the Audi's quick. Surfer Ebb only 2 seconds back. He's not stopped yet. Lap. Drive it out. He's going to go again. Potter maybe trying to string the whole race out here. So for Ev's coming to pits. So let's see out of this fight. Closing up on Potter. Defend hard into the turns. He's going to carry so much speed out of the turns. I don't know how long Potter's going to be able to hang on to this one. So Jambu back out into 4th, then Dagny Ball's hot on his tail. Surfer Ev now 1.3, 1.4 seconds back. Getting that time, getting involved in that fight again. Seconds back in 7th. BMW also a decent popular choice in this one. G-Marge in 8th, 24.7 seconds back, and still yet to take out any tyres. His first stop. As well, not long stopped. He's now 4 seconds back from G-Marge. Stopping for G-Marge is costing him time. TNR Filo in the meantime, he's got a 15.5 second lead over second place MRC Bobby. Got himself past Potter and Pot. His quicker tyres doing their job. He's a couple of laps to go. Trying to stay out on those tyres. Bobby will try it. Able to get past again. Bob just able to carry the speed out of the exits. Jambu still holding 4th. So Surfer Ev has closed that gap back up. Position, Jambu, Dagny Balls and Surfer. G-Marge does decide to come in at pits. Uses that position to Purcell. GR3s, the tails very loose. Trying to put power down out of some of these turns. He's trying to step out on you. A bit of time there, Surfer. Just a tiny bit of sand on the way through there as well, slowing him down a tiny little bit. Dagny Ball, who's back on the rear end of Jambu, looking for that 4th position. These drivers on fresh tyres. To end lap 8. So Filo's decided to come in. Back out now. He's still got about 3 hours worth of time between himself and MRC Bobby. So Paul unable to get that gap between himself and Jambu any closer. Bolts right onto the back end of these two now as well. 2 laps remaining, who's going to do it? So Diablo comes in. Looking like he's going to sit this one out. So in 8th then after GP Manager's late stop. No, he's only 1.7 back. So 2 laps. He's got fresher tyres on versus Purcell. Purcell's aren't exactly old, only about 2 laps. So TNR Philo after that stop still holds a 12-second lead over MRC Bobby. Fresh set of tyres to boot. So Bobby pulled a second between himself and Potter. Running those tyres to the end. He's got to be careful though. Dangly ball, Jambu. Missed the move by Dangly ball to take 4. Some pressure. Might lose that. Back to Jambu through here. Oh, contact. Unfortunately, Jambu getting clipped by Dangly ball. Pushed him into the wall, but Dangly's done the sportsmanly thing, pulled over, and he's given Jambu that position back. Unfortunately, that's put him all the way down in 6th, and now way off the fight between himself, Jambu and Surfer Ev. Surfer Ev carrying that extra speed. He's picked up damage, but he should be able to keep the gap between himself and Dangly at that. Losing a lot of time to Surfer Ev. He's decided to come in for a late stop, getting involved, getting some damage in that one. Does Surfer Ev get back out? Yes, he does. Damage repaired. He's not taken on board fresh boots, so he's got the pits in his out lap. It will be his final lap. Can he hold on to 4th? It's not quite the way he'd have wanted it. It's good racing between those 3 as well. I was hoping for well, it was a real good battle. I'm not saying it. I was hoping for a good battle. It was a good battle. Right, how ridiculously far out front to you, Philo? 15 seconds again. Bobby's managed to pull a little bit more time between himself and Potter, 1.5 seconds. So starting to look comfortable for 2nd place for MRC Bobby. Potter, I don't think there's a lot you can do. A lot of wear on those softs. He'll just be happy to be keeping it in a straight line at this point, I think. Right, TNR Philo comes around the final turn. He's driven every lap pretty perfectly. Comes home to take the win in race 1. Fastest lap of the race as well, right at the end there, 52.2. Philo. Just messing about with us, ain't you? Toys, we're like cat toys. He's just like, yeah, bored of you lot now. Bobby comes home in 2nd. Potter McPotts slides his way across the line in 3rd. Sorry, Potter missed that. Surfer Ev is going to take 4th in race 1. He'll be happy as Larry with that one. Great big handbrake across the line from him for 4th position. Jambu. So he is going to take 5th just. Has closed that gap back upon him. So Jambu 5th, Dangly ball 6th, Purcell 7th, G Marge in 8th, and Diablo just finishing this one off in 9th. So 2:36. Did he have that great big long lap? Diablo. Because you weren't getting repaired. That's for sure. Right, so we're going to have a little bit of a break. About 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. See what happens. And then we jump into race 2. Race 2 is a 17 lap race. Is it? Might be lying to you lot. 16 lap race. That's pretty close. 70% fuel. There is a pit stop window in this one. End of lap 4. Reverse grid as well. Top 3 have to carry the extra weight over as well. So the success ballast. There's 3 clicks of extra weight. I couldn't tell you what that is in weight wise. Each car's different, but it's 3 clicks for third, 4 clicks for second, and 5 clicks for first place. So they have to add all that weight and start from the back of the pack and go for the longer race, etc., etc. Yeah, looks like everyone enjoyed that one. Yeah, it was really good racing between second and sixth. Bob Bristow, yo, yo, yo. Surfer Ev, out of nowhere, 4th place. Like I say, maybe not quite how you'd have wanted it with people spinning off into the walls and you picking up damage in the meantime, in the process and all that. But still taking 4th. Well done. Race 2 to go as well. How's that, Bob? Good bit of racing between you and Potter. It's unfortunate between look like G-Marge and Purzel. I think that's where Dangly Ball picked up his rear end damage as well, but sorry, not Dangly Ball, Diablo. I think that's where he picked up his rear end damage, but he drove it to the end, even though he finished the race in the pits pretty much. Yeah, it's unfortunate for G-Marge and Purzel. Lap 1, turn 1. Like I say, it's a long way back to the pits, so that put him pretty much 30 seconds down right from the beginning. While TNR Philo was just hovering his way around the track, using his anti-grav alien tech. Super grip tyres that, you know, alien grip tyres. I think we need an investigation. Not like a paranormal investigation, obviously, you know, just like a race investigation. Although if it's proved that he is an alien through a race investigation, then, you know, call up Ghostbusters or someone like that. Dangly Ball being cheeky. Yeah, it was first few laps, you two swapping positions through the chicanes. Great bit of driving. Dangly Ball and Purzel trying to edge their way through those early stages as well. It's good. Yeah, it's unfortunate between Jambu and Dangly Ball as well. So for Ev winning out in that fight though, managed to keep the speed and the direction going, even though he picked up damage. So obviously he got clattered by someone. I didn't actually pick it up. Everyone asking for extra power at the final race. Stop it, boys. Race properly. We'll make you do samba buses. Final round. Shout out to the sponsors, I suppose I ought to mention that really. The Team Oliver Racing boys, they are Stuart Michael down at the Nutter truck racing team we went to watch earlier this year down at Donington, which all of a sudden they go, no, you can't stand there, not where you usually stand, because these guys are nutters, these trucks will kill you. So yeah, big shout out to them boys. Maniacs. Great to watch. Okay, 21:22 is when we're starting. You've got 5 minutes of waffle time. Got some coffee. Big shout out to all the teams that have entered into this one. It's been a bit of an up and down season. It's swapped host groups halfway through. It was a sort of a team versus team thing, but it's ended up just being a great big GR3 lobby with all different teams in. We've got Sim Effects. I've got Next Gen. We did have Next Gen. Have I got any Next Gen? Oh yeah, I've got NGR Jambu. Yeah. Got some CRT drivers with G Marge. A lot of CRT drivers in the Pro-Am League. That's being hosted by Ghost Realm Gaming on his YouTube channel. That's also live right now. We've got MRC, Next Gen, Sim FX. Who else we got? CRT. I've got any of the Tanto boys in? Yeah, but in the other lobby, I think. Yeah. That's a shame. Never mind, Bob. I've not booked my ticket yet, actually. It's only 12 quid at the minute. I can't believe it. It's not British GTs, it is just the AGT3 race. GT race, that's all. It's not the official British GTs. Hence 12 quid. But 12 quid for a day out racing at Donington, you can't moan at that. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm there. Flags are flapping. Probably freezing as well, getting rained on. Looked at by people in planes. It's better than reasonable. If you get there at 9, the race doesn't finish till 5. Is that £1.50 an hour or something? No, not long now, people. Anyway, PlayStation 5. Who's getting one? I want one. I want to get one on release, but oh, do you get one on release? Gran Turismo won't be out with it, so don't know. Will it play the old? Will it play this Gran Turismo? It should do, shouldn't it? Being as I buy the disc version, because I like them on media. Right, I think we're just about to start race 2. Let's get ourselves on track. A few drivers getting some practice laps in the break. It's not even about that, Bob. It's not even about that. It is, you know, don't get me wrong, the AK Blu-ray player, whoop, great. Not that I've got anything AK to play it on. Billy, evening mate, just in time for race 2. It's the finals tonight. TNR Philo's taken the win in race 1. Bobby took 2nd, Potter took 3rd. Surfer Ev stuck in and took 4th in race 1. Who was 5th? Jambu, Dangly Ball, 6th. Perzel 7th, G-Marge 8th, and Diablo 9th. Wow. Practice what's tomorrow night, Billy? What are you racing in tomorrow night? For a great big drifting throttle. It's well held as well. Glad we caught that on stream. He'll be impressed as well. Trophy Lobby 2 next gen. Nice. Got comms running on that one. Billy. Lobby 1's got CJ running, has it? Not that I can help you out, I've got the Beatles tomorrow night for P1 boys. New league starting. Right, forget all that, we're into race 2. Final race of the season. Bottom Pot has pretty much... Oh yeah, he has now. He's run away with it. He's got all the trophies, he's got all the coins, pretty girl, everything. Gone. Big chain. Just bringing it out now. Next season he'll have braids. No, he won't. No, he won't. Give me a different camera angle, are you, PlayStation? Swine. Why? Damn you, PlayStation. Yeah. Right, they're away, no lights. Okay, another good start by the Audis. Look, storming down the inside for Perzel and Jambu. G-Marge, though, swings down the outside and holds top spot. Does everyone else make it through there cleanly? Yes, good. So G-Marge leading his way half a second, 3/4 of a second already over second place Diablo. Diablo under threat from Dangly Ball already. Only 1/4 of a second back as they run down the hill. Getting that 3rd though, he's not able to make that move on Diablo just yet. Yeah, as CJ mentioned in the chat, well at this circuit. Bobby into 4th. Great start, as I say, the Audi's just getting away really well from the line. Perzel 5th, Jambu 6th, Surfer Ev 7th, TNR Philo 8th, and Potts in 9th. It's right at the tail of TNR Philo as they run down the hill low. BMW, doing a perfect move. Diablo's taking the lead of the race. Potter's going down the inside of TNR Philo. Philo chops back down the inside though. Great racing between the two BMW drivers. Two Audi drivers in front having a bit of a punch-up as well. Stop this one for a minute. So these two have a real good fight all season. Side by side through those turns. TNR Philo just winning out at the minute. Potter's going to have to settle for 9th for the next couple of corners at least. Let's get ourselves up front. Diablo's taken the race lead off of G Marge. A little bit wide through that final turn though. He's kept it on track. G Marge second, but he's under threat from Dangly Ball, trying to go down the inside of turn 1. G Marge unfortunately unable to run it side by side with him. Now Dangly Ball going for a move on 2 positions in 2 corners. Diablo just leaving the door open for Dangly Ball, so he sweeps through and takes the top spot at the minute. Diablo's second, but again under threat from G Marge. Real good fight here for the top 3 positions. On to lap 2 of 16. Mic is too low over the cars. Is that any better? Dangly Ball still holding that top spot. I might have pushed it out of the way if I was drinking coffee or something. So Diablo then losing that top spot to Dangly Ball. Both drivers gaining a bit of time over G Marge in the Mercedes. Second back. You see them swerving over the track trying to pick up the toe. Perzel led into 4th, 1.1 seconds back and closing on the Mercedes driver in front, as is Jambu right behind him. Less than a second between those two as well. Bobby in 6th. He's been hounded by the 2 BMW drivers, 3 BMW drivers behind him. TNR Philo, Potter McPot and Surfer Ev. Both getting past Surfer Ev. Surfer Ev now pushed to the back of the pack. Close racing here. Still pretty much nose to tail in 2 little packs, a tiny little gap in between the 2. What is there between Bobby and Jambu? 1.6 seconds, so nothing in it. So Dangly Ball still holding top spot, Diablo still second. Marge still holding on to that 3rd position. Jambu now 2.5 seconds back. So coming under threat from the drivers behind, starting to close up on these front runners. Jambu and Perzel coming under threat from Bob, Potter, Philo. While I was chatting, Bob's got himself past TNR Philo. 1.7 seconds past TNR Philo as well. Philo coming under pressure for that final position, and Surfer Ev getting down the inside. Extra weight of TNR Philo costing him then. Still a good driver, TNR Philo. He'll be able to bounce back from that. Starting to pull a little bit of a lead now. Dangly Balls, it was 1.3, it's now 1.2 seconds over Diablo. Tenths through that turn. Great drive from Dangly Balls early on in this race. Try not to give the commentators curse. I've been called out for it this week. So Diablo losing a bit of time to Dangly. Still got a tiny bit of a threat from G Marge for that 3rd position. Not too far back, only 1.4 seconds. Slight mistake from Diablo. Might cost him that position, but he has closed up on Dangly Ball. So maybe a slight mistake from the race leader. It's cost him all that gap he had. So over half a second he's lost to 2nd place Diablo. Oh, so it's your fault, Billy. Should ban you from this channel, damn it. So Diablo then Unfortunately, Dangly Ball's been able to pull away again. Marge losing a bit more time. So he's now going to be coming under pressure from MRC Bobby. These boys getting themselves past a couple of the mid-pack runners early on. So Bob and Potter have got themselves past Jambu. Surfer Ev has kept that position from TNR Philo. So what has happened to Purzel? Oh, he's picked up front end. Oh, Purzel. Oh, he's kept it out of the walls, but he's holding some front end damage, and he's wrecking his tyres right about now. So, bad start in race 1, not a great start in race 2. And now 13 seconds back, so he's going to lose time with that front end damage, down these long straights especially. Right, I need to get back up front, it's all kicking off. Diablo's got himself past Dangly Balls, I saw they were close. So the BMW's got back past the Renault. Marge still 1.5 seconds back, but now he's got a great big bit of breathing room between himself and 4th place MRC Bobby. Bobby and Potter at it into the final turn. Bobby's got a great big penalty to lose as well, 0.8 seconds. Potter and Pot, is he going to get himself down the inside? Can Bobby run him side by side? Oh, he just backs out, allows Bobby to keep that position at the minute. Nearly loses the tail end. Surfer Ev creeping up on these two. Sitting in 6th at the minute, Surfer, but hot on the heels of the pair in front. TNR Philo's 7th. Purzel looks like he's coming in the pits to get that damage repaired. So he's coming for a fresh set of tyres early on. Jambu in 8th. Again, taking a pit stop. Purzel comes out, damage repaired, gone for a set of racing mediums, so he's looking to run a little bit longer on those. So, race leader Diablo and Dangly Ball still at it. Down the inside for Dangly, chopping all that corner off, no penalty for that. So Diablo has to slot himself into 2nd. Marge still just bolted onto the back end of these two. How far back's he? I think he's lost a little bit more time. Dangly Ball. He's got a weaving Diablo behind him. It's not putting him off though, he's sticking to his lines. Oh, Marge just getting a little bit loose through that double apexed right-hander. Close the gap up a little bit on Diablo behind. Diablo now 3/4 of a second back from Dangly. Let's just flick to this camera. Obviously losing a bit of time to Diablo. Did look like he was closing up. Potter and Potts in the pits now then. Bobby as well. Trying to cover each other off. Surfer Ev has stopped out on the racing medium for Surfer. I wouldn't ban you, Billy, not unless you make me swear lots. So Philo then, after his early stop, into 5th. Again carrying the most weight from race 1. Bobby also carrying weight from race 1, as is Potter and Pot. Purple sector there from TNR Philo. Like I say, he was rolling around at the back at the beginning of this race, carrying the extra weight, just getting himself to used to the difference in the feel of the car for the first stint, and it looks like he's pretty much got that nailed. Right, so still with race leader Dangly Ball. He's got a second between himself and 2nd place Diablo. That's 0.9 of a second. So they've still got a fair bit of fuel on. Will they come in now? Will they try and roll it to an empty tank? trigger. No, he stops out. Diablo also stops out. G Marge stops out. Surfer Ev, so on the medium tyre. What's he going to do? He's in now. So he's going to lose that 4. TNR Philo's going to come through and take that position. We've got the other drivers coming tearing through as well. Where does Surfer Ev come back out of the pits? Getting released any second. He's been taking on board fuel as well, so where is he? Down in 8th out of a minute. So Philo took 4th, Potter 5th, Jambu 6th. Who's that spinning out? Bobby? No! He's picked up all sorts of damage as Bob. He's got transmission damage, rear end damage. He did have a penalty to lose, that's gone now. But he's going to be in all sorts of trouble. He's going to lose his position to Purcell for certain. He might be trying to go around the next lap in reverse. So, Dangly Ball. He stopped out on that last lap. He's managed to pull more of a gap between himself and Diablo in second. He also has not stopped. G Marge yet to stop. 3.9 seconds back from that second place. Losing a bit of time then, G Marge. He's got a fast but heavy TNR Philo. 7.9 seconds back, so Philo looks like he's only come in for tyres and a tiny bit of fuel, if any fuel. Purple sectors from him again. So going quick in the second stint. Ultimate Potlow 2.6 seconds back. Got NGR Jambu hunting him down. Losing a bit of time there, Jambu. Okay, top 3 are in. Surfer Ev in 7th, now 4.5 back from Jambu. No stress from behind. Purcell another 30 seconds back after his early damage. Okay, so Surfer Ev does get himself... Oh, it's unfortunate. He's trying to avoid... Oh, it's well recovered. He's trying to avoid un-ghosting Diablo, not Diablo's fault, just coming out of the pits and ghosting on the corner. Surfer Ev, unfortunately, not quite knowing whether to take the apex or not. So ran himself a little bit wide into turn 1, put himself on the grass, but managed to keep it in a straight line. Got it back on in front of an attacking G Marge. So Purcell 8th. Oh, Bobby now parked up. Unfortunate. So getting it all wrong at the exit of turn 2, the hairpin. So after all the stops, TNR Philo's got himself into top spot. A bit of wear on those softs now. Carrying a lot less weight than the drivers, a lot less fuel than the drivers behind. Potter McPot actually got himself up into second. He's taken 0.4 of a second out of Philo's time as well. Dangling Ball's back out the pits into third. Potter's tyres like, not bad. Bit of wear on those. He has got a fast Dangly Ball behind him though in third. Jambu 4th. A lot of fresher tyres for Dangly. Jambu's got to come in for fuel as well, so that's going to put him out of that fight for third position. Diablo will take that. He's on fresh tyres and a full tank. Jambu in, Diablo's going to come through, Surfer Ev's going to come through, G Marge is going to come through. Where's Purcell? How far back is Purcell? He's too far away for any kind of threat on Jambu. And we have lost MRC Bobby from this one. TNR Philo picking up a little bit of penalty. 0.2 of a second. He's still got Potter McPot chopping little chunks of time out of his lead. Carrying slightly less weight is Potter overall. Carrying fuel-wise. A little bit less fuel on board for TNR Philo, but his car carrying the most success ballast. Dangling balls taking a bit of time out of Potter. That's 1.9, so the Renault running really well here. Plenty of life left in those racing softs as well for Dangly balls. Bob got it wrong out of turn 2 at the hairpin while he was on the hunt for TNR Philo and Potter. And yeah, got damage. And then he decided to reverse his way down sort of the next straight for a little bit. Kangarooing a little bit because obviously he's got transmission damage. And then he parked it up on a corner, now he's left. Still 1.9 seconds between Dangly and Potter. So then putting a bit more time in between himself and TNR Philo. Philo's tyres starting to look a little bit hurt now. Almost dropped that penalty as well. Potter McPot got the gap down to 1.7. Dangly Ball also taking another 10th out. Sorry, 2 tenths down to 1.7 himself. Diablo another 4.5 seconds back in 4th. A lot of life left on his racing soft as well, but he's got an attacking Surfer Ev behind him. What's the gap out? Just over half a second between those two, 3/4 of a second now. It's not a weight penalty as such. It is. It's a success ballast, is what they're calling it. So the top 3 from race 1 carry over extra weight into race 2. It's similar to the minis on a Monday, except they carry the weight over between weeks as well as races. Get your finger out, Surfer. Not going to swear at you this time. Yeah, he's doing all right. See, have a quick run through. So Philo still leading 1.5 seconds, just coming around to finish lap 10. Pot slowly closing that gap down. Dangly Balls doing the same thing, so going really well. Dangly Balls, he's taking time out of Potter McPot while Potter is taking time out of Philo. Both of those drivers come in the pits, allowing Dangly to take the lead. Going for the cover manoeuvre between Potter and Philo. Diablo comes through to take 2nd, Surfer Ev 3rd. Philo back out of the pits in 4th. Potter still bolted right onto his rear end as he exits the pits, sitting in 5th. Jambu and G Marge battling it out for 6th and 7th. What's going on with tyres and fuel between those two? Jambu on fresh set of racing softs, fresh-ish set of racing softs. Just under 1/4 of a tank. G Marge still on those mediums and loads of fuel on board, over half a tank. Can he stick with the Jambu on those faster tyres? Loses a little bit through there. Just about half a second actually. Purcell still 31 seconds down. Racing mediums for him. Lonely race for Purcell at the minute. And Dangly Ball's 6-second lead he's got after the front runners were have pit. He has been leading this race pretty much from word go. Himself and Diablo have a bit of a punch up for that position, but he's won out so far. Surfer Ev actually getting himself past Diablo. Missed that move. So Surfer getting himself up into 2nd. These boys will have to come in for fuel and tyres though. Not Diablo. He's got plenty of fuel on board. Bit of wear on those tyres. Surfer Ev will be in this lap. We'll see where that brings him back out. So TNR Philo after his stop in 4th. Potter McPot lost a bit of time to him. 1.1 seconds between Potter and Philo. So Jambu in 5th. Is G-Marge going to hold on to 6th? Yes, he does. Surfer Ev gets released from the pits into 7th. Purcell now 41 seconds back. Almost out of fuel for Purcell. So Dangly Ball extended another 4 tenths. It's got the gap to 6.5 from 6.1. Although saying that, it has just yo-yoed back down to 6.1. So TNR Philo slowly closing in on that 2nd position. Diablo on the Warn Racing soft. He'll have to come in and get those changed at some point soon. He's got plenty of fuel on board for the rest of the race. Those tyres are going to be costing him. Philo on the fresh tyres. Might have to stop before the end. We'll see. They do run it fine on their fuel allowance, these boys. Sometimes coasting around for the final lap, sometimes running out completely. Pot still trying to hang on to TNR Philo. He's pulled another couple of tenths from Potter. He might just get held up a little bit behind Diablo. That might help Potter's cause out a little bit. Losing the tail through there, Potter. Keeps the gap at 1.7. Able to close up on TNR Philo in front. Behind, NGR Jambu comes in the pits. He was 4.5 back. That just allows Surfer Ev to come through and retake 5th. So just stop the lap before Surfer. G-Marge on those mediums still. Running really long on those for G-Marge, up into 6th at the minute. Jambu just been released into 7th. Purcell now after his stop, 46 seconds back. So Dangly Ball still pulling a couple of tenths. Although a fast TNR Philo. Slowly chopping tenths back out of that time. Got himself past Diablo. Car between himself and Potter McPot as well. So Potter will gain a toe down this long straight from Diablo for certain. Let's get a bit of bonnet cam. Closing in on Diablo into this hairpin. Goes for a bit of a move down the inside. Doesn't make it work through there. Diablo's running wide though. It's going to slow him down. Potter McPot's going to carry the speed through the left and right hander. So that gets him past Diablo. Back in the hunt for TNR Philo in front. There's a couple of tenths through there. TNR Philo just able to pull away a little bit. Ball's lead starting to diminish now. 5.4 seconds. He's got some worn out racing softs on now. Lap 14 of 16. Is he looking to run the rest of the race on those, or is he going to brave it out and stick himself in the pits at the end of this one? It's costing him time. He's slow out the corners. TNR Philo's, although he's carrying the extra weight, fresh tyres on. Got the gap down to about 4 seconds. Potter McPot still 1.7, 1.8 back. Diablo then holding 4th, 7 seconds back from Potter. But Surfer Ev all over his rear end, and Diablo out on the medium tyres as well. So Surfer Ev on the fresh softs should make quite easy work of Diablo's 4th place. fast turns on those mediums. Still in fifth though for Surfer. Carries good speed out of there, as does Diablo, closing in slowly. For a move into the double right, just backs out of that one. Can he get him into the second part of it? No, Diablo's going to cover that apex off. Surfer Ev in a good position to get the move done down the start finish straight now. Dangling Balls does come in the pits, goes for a late one. So back out, fresh boots, just under quarter of a tank into third. 3 seconds off of race leader, a lap 15 of 16. You know the Renault's quick. So TNR Philo leading race 2. He's still got Potter lurking 1.8 seconds, 1.7 seconds. Just not able to do anything about TNR Philo in front. Covered corner for corner. Right, come on then, Dangly Ball. Oh, Dangly Ball gone for mediums. Okay, so he has to use 2 compounds in this one. He's gone for mediums for his final stint. That's going to put him out of contention, I think. Although he is taking a few tenths. Maybe I'll shut up, because he's chopping all sorts of time out of Potter's time at the minute. Got it down to 3 seconds. TNR Philo has managed to pull a little bit of time over Potter, 2.2 seconds the gap. He is almost out of fuel though, a lap to go. And it's not as if he can short shift with Potter lurking behind him. Potter also hardly any fuel on board. These boys followed each other in and out of the pits, bumper to bumper. So Philo's going to run it to the end, Potter's going to run it to the end. Dangling Ball losing a bit of time again to those two, so he might have to just settle for third. We'll see what happens. Final lap then. Surfer F fourth, 5 seconds back from Dangly. He's got a second between himself and Diablo for that 4th position. Going for the drift around turn 1. Jambu then 6th, another 7 seconds down. G-Marge 7th on the medium tyre, 3.1 seconds down from Jambu. Oh, that would have looked so good if you'd have just driven off into the sunset, G-Marge. Wasn't bad, I'll give you some props for that. That was a good little drift and front through there. Okay, so we might be watching G-Marge for the last lap. He obviously practices the old drifting. What's he got around here? I will get back to the front. Here we go, look. Wow. So, G-Marge, unfortunately, Purcell's pulling over, okay. So he's had enough of this one. We're a few corners away from the race end. Let's go and see what G-Marge is up to. Oh, there's nowhere to drift through there. He's got the locked straight. Let's see what he does through the hairpin. Okay, TNR Philo then comes around that final turn. He's taken the win in race 1 and race 2 again for TNR Philo. 3 seconds over Potter McPot. Oh, Potter get across the line. So he comes home in 2nd. Dangly Ball takes 3rd. Great drive from Dangly. Surfer Ev again, another 4th place. Diablo 5th. 2 good results for Surfer, 2 4th places. Diablo, good result in race 2. 5th place for him. Oh, father and son team, Jambu and why won't it show Perzel? Oh, there he is, because he's behind. Coming in at the end side by side. G Marge going to take the final position, 7th place. It's good to watch your final lap, mate. Thank you very much. Perfect handbrake across the line as well. Slight dink into the wall. We won't count that though. So yeah, Perzel and Jambu, father and son, coming across the line together. I did try and flick between you, but it went to the wrong driver because obviously there was a player between you. But yes, that was the final round. I don't even know when the next one is. Looks like everyone was happy with that one as well. Yes, I think Potter McPotts run away with the championship though. He was way too far in front. And with 2 decent results, not podium both races, so you know, that's good points on the board. Far too many for anyone to try and make any kind of attack. Why did you throw that on the floor? But pending any investigations, not that I've seen anything worthy of investigating. Tokyo Drift, that's right. Yeah, it was a good little lap from G Barge. What he should have done is parked it up on the start-finish straight after the line for the final lap, waited for everyone else to finish, and then gone for his lap, and we could have just watched him drifting. So yes, that was the final round of the MRC Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. I'm not sure when the next one's back. I'll keep you lot updated as I know. What have I got coming up? So tomorrow night at 9 o'clock we've got the new P1RC Beetle Gr3 League. It's a 1-make race. Bop is on, I think. Yes, it is, yeah. So that's Thursday, 9 PM. I didn't host Surfer. I didn't host. Potter hosted. You can see it's by his name. Look, there's a great big crown by his name. Potter hosted. I didn't host. My comment stated is what I did. So yeah, 9 PM tomorrow night for the P1RC Beetle League. Nothing Friday. I don't think there's something happening Saturday. It was going to happen, but it's not now. I think it's been left till the end of the month, but I'll keep you updated. Sunday is the P1. Oh, no, get it right. Sunday, 8 PM. We've got the Tanso Racing Ford Focus Cup. And then straight after that, literally 10 minutes later, we've got the P1RC boys and their Super Formula League. So that's Sunday night, 2 races for you lot. Monday night, the mini league has finished at the minute, but the new one is getting organised now. So I'll, as and when that gets closer to the date, I'll let you lot know. And new league coming up next week. We've got the Lamborghini Huracan League from Next Gen. You'll see MRC Bobby in that one as well. So that's 8:30 on Tuesday next week. And then, yeah, being as this is the final of this one, you won't see this next week. So it'll be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for a bit will be the days. Like I say, as and when I know when these leagues are starting back up, I will let you lot know. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.